If you're given that P or Q or not P is true, what can you conclude about the truth values of P and Q? Since we're doing an OR statement, let's just say that P is true. Assume that P is true. We would do true or, and at this point Q could be whatever, because when it's an OR statement it really doesn't matter. True or whatever, or not true, right, it would be false. This is going to be true, and with an OR statement this is going to be, even that being false, that's going to be true. Alright, now let's say P could be false. Alright, so false, or, and then let's say Q is whatever it's going to be. We can even say it's false just to really try to test this. Or not false, which is true, right? So even if this is false, even if it's false, false, or false, true, whatever it is, you're doing or not false, it's true again. So it's true no matter what P or Q is. So therefore P and Q can have any truth values. Alright, number 69, square root of 8 is a real number, square root of 64 is a real number, therefore 8 is the square root of 64. I can show you how this is an invalid argument by just changing this, instead of being square root of 64, call it square root of 36. Alright, and then change that to square root of 36. Alright, you see how that argument falls apart. Just because something is a real number doesn't mean, and this thing is a real number, doesn't mean they have to be equal real numbers. Alright, so you can have in the scope of real numbers, you can have all kind of things in here. Negative 5.7, right? 8. Square root of 64 happens to be 8, but you can also have 6, and square root of it has to be a whole perfect square. We could say square root of 25/4 is a real number. We could even do not even perfect squares. Sorry, that's rational. It just said real. So all these things are real numbers, but nothing says that any of these real numbers have to equal to each other just because they're both real numbers. So therefore that argument is invalid. And again, that's one you would probably try to reason with the Euler method of trying to draw out the scenarios of what's real and what's not real.